Okay, let's start the mini Talon build. I've got a parts list here in my hand from the internet, and let's see what we've got. Need one mini Talon airframe. Well, all those foam parts right there are that airplane, and a few parts over here. Motor. I'm going to be using a Cobra. What is it? It's a Cobra C2221 940 kV motor. These are really good motors. Anyway, moving right along. NESC 40 to 60. I'm going to use this. This is an older one I've had in another project. It's a 45 amp. They're optically isolated, no BEC. That should foot the bill, we'll hope. We'll see. Prop. I chose the Aeronaut folding prop. Never used a folding prop before, but we'll try it on this one, see what happens. That way, it's a rear motor frame, and not sure with the the 9.7 prop if it's going to be outside of the little protector on the back of the fuselage right here that will keep it out of the dirt or not, but I just went ahead and put a folding prop on it anyway. And let's see, what's next? 4 9-gram servos. Yeah. Some little, what are they? I think they're just some cheap Turnigy I bought. One point, just a bag of them, but they should fill the bill, I hope. One autopilot. Well, that's what's in this box. Now, there's all sorts of stuff in here. This is a telemetry radio, a power distribution board, this is actually the flight controller board, GPS, airspeed sensor, and all the associated connecting hardware. So there's the autopilot, and I do have another little ready-made RC power distribution board here. Well, it's not really a power distribution board. It's a basically BECs. If I need them, I'll be using that. We'll see if I do. What's next? Receiver. Yeah, I'll be using the ready-made RC immersion RC, 433 megahertz diversity, long range on this. What's next? Telemetry. I already showed that in the with the autopilot. Battery. Yeah, I have some of those. And then FPV equipment. I'll be using the RunCam Phoenix Josh Bardwell edition. I don't think I'll be needing this video transmitter because there's one in the box with the autopilot. Actually, that's a long-range telemetry radio for the autopilot. I also have a minimum OSD here, and the cable I made up for it earlier. And some associated accessory parts for the mini Talon. This is also some others. Wheels, control horns, all that kind of hardware. Carbon fiber rod for the main spar. Actually, all 5 of those. all of those are. These two are for the down the sides of the fuselage. These two rods are for the vertical tail. Then I have some 3D printed parts over here. Two different versions of some front skid plates. A rear skid plate. A couple of different sizes air scoops. This is going to be on the vertical stabilizers to try to give it a little rigidity in addition to the carbon fiber rod down it. And there's the front platform for the FPV and a box that goes inside the mini Talon. Both of these wooden parts come with the mini Talon, and they I guess I'm going to actually make a bottom for this of some kind and mount the flight controller in there. Well, I'll have to see where the center of gravity is. It's probably going to work though. Don't exactly have to have the flight controller at the center of gravity. So there, I can't think of anything else that I need. That should pretty much give me a airworthy FPV drone. Can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, I probably do want to get a pan and tilt mechanism for the camera. I do want to get a pan and tilt for the camera. It's not a probably, so I guess there is one part that isn't here, and I need to print out another set of these little 3D printed pieces for the vertical stabilizer reinforcement there. Other than that, all that stuff over to the right of the green cutting pad is stuff that I can't find an exact place for. There's an old Pixhawk autopilot, an old APM autopilot, a new Pixhawk autopilot. Just that there's a couple of projects that are just kind of hiding in a pile right there that defy categorizing, but I doubt I will put the decals on the mini Talon, maybe for the Maiden, but it's just really not me. So there we go. I think I have everything here for the build while the pan and tilt comes in, and I print out those two little pieces right there. I have enough to keep me quite busy here for quite a while, I hope. I am going to need to use this video transmitter. It's a Spectrum 25, 200 or 600 milliwatt 5.8 video transmitter. We'll have to put that with the FPV stuff too. I had misspoken and was talking about the telemetry radio that was in this box. That can't do video, it just does telemetry. And I'm still going to use this long range telemetry rather than the one that's actually in this box. But no, I have to use a 5.8, basically 600 milliwatt video transmitter for the project.